Savathun, even while dead, still manages to trick and confuse us. First, we looked at 2 truths and 2 lies, that Oryx was alive, Osiris was possibly dead, and we would get the power to move worlds. This week though, we have some even more crazy statements. That the Traveler will leave, the Traveler is not the only one of its kind, and that other races will be chosen by the Traveler. Let's discuss which of these can be true, how the power of the light can change moving forward, and the road to Lightfall with a possible disappearance of our Traveler. The latest mission for the Altar of Reflection has released, and this one brings some new dialogue along with it. You have the new 2 truths and 2 lies like before, and also some others. So I'm going to play the first clip where Savathun discusses her true purpose, her destiny, and then we'll get into the 2 truths afterwards.
I didn't want to die, you know. I have always wanted to live, to sail endless seas, visit infinite skies. When I first learned the logic, this was my deepest confusion. The sword values life over everything else, but it is a life defined by constant death, a near eternal winnowing. I began to wonder, when you've destroyed everything but yourself, what of life is left to live?
So Savathun explains the Hive sword logic and how you have to kill everything to become stronger. You keep killing as it fuels your army, makes you much bigger, and the Witch Queen herself contemplates if this is even worth it. When everything is dead and you've killed everything, is there even a point of living anymore? So this gives us a little bit more insight into her thoughts over the past couple of years, converting to the light, getting rid of the darkness, and being chosen by the Traveler. I've seen many theories suggesting that Savathun may be on our side in that final battle between light and dark. Now this would be quite dangerous, but it does seem like we have the body stored away safely, and with Amaru still out there, it's still a possibility to resurrect her for sure. I guess it just depends on whether she would work with us or not, and if she would actually want to help us defeat the Witness like she's said in the past, that we're on the same side.
I am your friend. I tried to protect you from the Black Fleet. You called it interference. You may disagree with my methods, but you can't argue with results. I am no villain, and you are no hero. We are paracausal.
Here is the audio for the 2 truths, 2 lies.
We should play a game. 2 lies, 2 truths. The Traveler will leave. The Traveler will fall. The Traveler is not the only one of its kind. The Hive are not the last to be chosen by the light. Such an enigmatic creature, our Traveler, and so fickle. What do you think?
So the first one, the Traveler will leave. The Traveler has left other civilizations. It was in the sky of Ralk's homeworld and then left, the same system as the Hive, and it even visited the Elixni and also departed. Each time the Traveler has left, it seems it's because of the arrival of the darkness and the Witness's fleets bent on its destruction for their endgame of the final shape. We know the only reason we survived the collapse was because of Savathun. She wanted to save the Traveler and did, sending the Witness away among the stars. But what will happen this time? It would appear the Traveler this time intends to stay and fight. Things are different compared to those other races. The Great Machine now has wielders of the light in the Guardians, an army for itself, that might be able to protect it for once. So that's probably why it hasn't left, and I'm not sure why it would leave. So for those reasons, let's just say this one is false. The Traveler will fall. This seems a little more likely rather than straight up leaving. The Traveler has been weakened before. After the collapse, it was dormant, Gaul caged it, and here it still remains. Again, if it wanted to leave, it would have by now. Lightfall, the expansion, doesn't really sound good when you think about it, but that just may answer the question. Will the Traveler fall? It would seem that the light is from that title, so I guess it makes sense. Then you might ask yourself, what does fall really mean? Is it damaged? Is the Traveler destroyed? We've seen concept art like this for Destiny 2, so when the Black Fleet arrives, what is gonna happen? The Traveler is not the only one of its kind. From our current knowledge of Destiny, there is only one Traveler. To me, it wouldn't seem as dire for it to make a last stand here specifically and defend itself if other Travelers could just pop up and help it out. And lastly, the Hive are not the last to be chosen by the Light. To me, this one seems like it could be true. We were chosen, Savathun was chosen, the Ghosts can choose whoever they want, we learned that. So why wouldn't Ghosts or the Traveler deem others worthy if it can help it in defeating the Witness and the Dark Fleet? In one of the new lore books, I believe this is tied to the ARG, Ikora responds to Mithrax about the Traveler. Mithrax basically asks why the Traveler would choose the humans instead of the Fallen, and Ikora says this. We know no human settlements beyond this system. We are surrounded by darkness, trapped at the center of a cosmic war. The Traveler's presence draws the attention of every great power in our galaxy and beyond. It protected us and gave us the light, but in doing so, it doomed us to war against its enemies. There is a very good chance humanity will go extinct here. But there are Elixni who survive the whirlwind. There are Elixni alive around other stars, alone and small in a dangerous universe, but free of any obligation to the Traveler. I believe that the Traveler despises coercion. I believe it would not force the responsibility of defending it upon one of its chosen species unless it had no other choice. Why then does it choose species to uplift in the first place? Why doom Elixni or humans to a confrontation with darkness? Perhaps it will not let the darkness coerce it into abandoning its purpose. Perhaps it doesn't value longevity the way we do. Maybe it values a short, bright existence more than a long, ordinary one. I don't know. When the Traveler left Rees, it gave your people a choice. Some chose to follow the Traveler, and some chose to make new lives. I thought those paragraphs were pretty cool. You kind of look at it from a different perspective. Mithrax basically said his species was doomed because of the whirlwind and the Traveler leaving, but Ikora says, yeah, some of you chose to follow the Traveler, that's your choice, but others decided to make new lives. They don't have to deal with the Traveler, they're in their own galaxies, rebuilding their own families. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got in today's video of the 2 truths, 2 lies regarding the Traveler leaving and possibly its downfall. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. My name's Evade, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.